Alright, so as this is part 2, we're going to pick up right where we left off. Alright, as you can see, deck 2 is starting to take shape. So from that center point that we got right over here, we come out to the edge, and it should be 29 by 29. And since we know that this is the center point, we want this edge to be 15, so we count out from this one 7. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 plus 1 is 15. Doing math in public, never a bad thing. I stand corrected. Doing math in public is always a bad thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My old squad CO when I was flying Aces High. First thing he told me, never do math in public. 1, 2, 3, 4,
public all the time.
5, 6, 7. Yes, and for those that heard, we've got Astrovamp on C3 with us. So, yay! Okay, and now we're just going to do a straight zigzag pattern here, because we want a straight diagonal. And yay, rain. Alright. And voila. Okay, so that diagonal works perfectly. So what I need to do is I'm gonna... This actually needs to be in one row. So I'm gonna bump this up by 1 and fill it all in with dirt, and then get the bottom all set up, and I will be back when it stops raining. Alright, see you in a second. Okay, another little update. So the platform is done. I'm getting ready to go up top and fill it all in with buckets. I've got this bottom area here all lit up. I'm using the same lighting paradigm that I'm going to be using on the actual layers for the carrot and potato farms. I figured why not just carry it off down here. Probably what I'll do is I'll just turn this into some kind of decorative floor, this space here. And we'll move on from there. So, up here you can see I've already stubbed out the spot where the center part goes. And now I just need to fill all this in with dirt. So I'm not going to bore you guys to tears watching me place miles and miles of dirt. So I will see you in a couple. Alright, looks like we're back. I got the... all the dirt laid, and I got this guy stubbed out, so this is where it's going to wind up with my villagers. And what we're going to have to do is we got to get a villager into this spot right here, and we've got put 2 water sources right here. The water sources are very particular, so I'm going to have to go back and double check and make sure I count them out properly, but I figure we can just jump right down and get our first 2 water sources done right away. Oh, that was silly of me. There we go. And the other thing that we have to do is we're going to need to get a whole bunch of track up here so that way we can get our happy villagers. Up here and ready to begin their life of servitude. Alright, so we're going to need a quick couple of blocks so we know we want a guy there and a guy there. And let's grab a block of iron, pop and pop. We're going to want to put the 2 thingy bobs there, string. We need a carpet right there, and what we're going to wind up doing is just seeing if we can get our good guy up in here. We got that string right there, so let's see if we put this here, that should allow us to push our guy right in there. So let's get him, and we're coming over here. wiggle, and that should do it. Okay, now get ready for loudness. Not loud cows, loud villagers. I already took the time to pre-sort out our villagers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop our sound levels down. Doesn't make playing the game easy, but it makes recording a little bit better. And if Astrovamp pipes in the background, we'll be able to hear her a lot easier too. Not that anybody wants to. She's ignoring me right now. Alright, so we just got to shove these guys. Now, neither of these guys have to be pre-loaded with food items or anything like that. As a matter of fact, it's critical that the target guy, which is going to be that cleric, it's critical that he not have any food items in his inventory at all. So I'm pretty sure we've got that. And we're going to get both of these guys over here. He's going to go up, and I'm going to pop this, because I don't want them coming back. And okay, so let's get this guy up, because he's first. And, come on. Uh-oh. You've got nighttime approaching. Sadness will ensue. Alright, come on. Get. Oh, no, no. Ow. Epic fail. Alright, so let's cut the line as soon as I get him up here again. Okay, and we'll pop that line so he can't escape me. Now, is he... Okay, so I got that. He doesn't want to push in there. Okay, so I think we're going to have to come up a block higher. Okay. Okie dokie, thinking on the fly. So let's go ahead and shove him out. Because obviously that's not going to work anyway. He's stopped there. And we want to do the same business here. Only pop, bing, bang, boom, boom. Alright, let's get him back in there. And away he runs. Happiness ensues. He falls into a happy hole. And there we go. He's got that. I need a string that goes right here for no apparent reason. I think it has something to do with getting the light levels in there set up right. Okay, so now what I need next is it won't let me do it. Okay, well, at least that happened. Okay, and let's see, I need to pop his. Okay, so that's done. And it let me stick one over his head now, and he is locked in place. Okay, so he's now ready to begin his Eternity of Servitude. Now, we need a half slab, a top-facing half slab right here, and that means I can put a block there. Water here, signage right there. Water will flow into that, and happiness will occur. Tear all this out. And go get a half slab. There's going to be a whole bunch of nasties up here when I come back up. Just need temporary lighting just to keep the bad guys at bay. Alright. Probably not enough, but let's see. Because I don't want I don't want zombies coming down and getting my villager. I kind of need him. Okay, now I need some kind of half slab. Where have I got that? Here we go. Okay, good news there. And I'm going to have to stand here. Okay. Well, this is silliness. I don't want to go down there. Let's... Apparently mithril. And white stained. Okay, and that means we can hoe that guy. And this... No seeds. Ah! If I had seeds, I'd be able to test it. Actually, we gotta move these anyway. Their light levels are no good. And we're gonna need to put another roof on this guy. Ah! Epic fail. 1, 2, 3 layers is what we're at. So pop, 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 pop. And this is going to be the new roof layer. And that should do that. That's actually going to be dirt. Those are going to have to come off. They're going to be dirt. Alright, so that's this layer. Now I got to go get the water, put the roof on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I figured it out. It's 9. That's the magic number. So we're just going to be counting off in 9s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that'll get a water. 1, 2, 3, these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that'll get a water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking good. Still one off, like we were on the other corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be at the dead center. It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting with encrypt. And that's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 should be, whoopsie, not wool. Not wool. Not wool. Bad wool. Bad wool. Stay out of here, wool. Yep, right up, line up in front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. And if we count back, should wind up at the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alright, now we gotta fill it. And back down to our happy buckets. Okay. And unfortunately, the villager that I'd had down here has disappeared. I remember hearing tell that there is some kind of funky glitch that will cause villagers to sink into the floor. I looked around for him, no joy. Yeah, I think he may have stepped on this pressure plate, opened up the gate there, and a zombie got in, got him. He turned zombie, and then despawned. So, sadness ensues. Encrypt's very unhappy. I'm gonna have to go find another farmer villager, get him in there, do all the seed things again. Yuck, yuck. So, alright, so that's a word to the wise there. If you're building a farm like this, make sure you keep your villagers safe. Especially if it takes you forever to find the villager farmer. The guy I got standing by right now, he is a butcher? No, he's not a butcher. He's a toolsmith or something like that. But he's pretty sure. Let's see. What is he? I know when they wear this skin with this texture. Okay, yeah, he's a shepherd. When they wear that skin, it's the equivalent of, like, you know, the fall texture pack having a brown coat. And I didn't grab a water. That was genius. Derpalicious moves by Encrypt. So, alright, I'm going to finish getting these water sources in, and then I'm going to hoe this entire field down, and I got to put a 2-high wall, one more, 2-high wall of glass around, and it's got to be opaque glass. So it's going. I got this white stain stuff that I'm using right now. Considering I'm going to be going with the Japanese pagoda style, I thought the white kind of was the most reminiscent of rice paper. So we're going to give that a shot. I was on the fence between this and gray stained. Maybe I'll do a little bit of gray stained, and we'll see if we like that better. Alright, so let me get that done. This tilled, some carrots planted, and this guy will be able to turn them loose. Alright, so I got the carrots, and just gonna get these guys all covered up. Looking to I want to make sure they're all covered first. That way I can just run around, not have to worry about these guys sinking into a hole on these guys while I'm running around. And this is me trying my hand at playing and talking at the same time. Not something I'm known to be good at. Alright, that should be them. We got the sun falling. This is going to get dark. I guess I should just put the roof on and light it, then till it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put the circular roof on that comes all the way out to here. And we will then, I'll pick up in just a minute. Alright, so got the roof on. Still haven't tilled the field, but I'm getting ready to lay the lights, and this is the pattern. So coming off the front entrance, the first light is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go to the very edge on that line and come back in 1. So you can verify it also by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then back here, since we're doing multi-layer, and this is one wider, so there's 2 here for the water flow, you only have one hole or one block there, and then again pick this line, go out to the edge, come back 1, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we come to this line, and on both sides it's going to be 1, 2, 3 blocks, and on the 4th place go to the very end, come back 1. And there's that. Again, oops. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block place, go to the very end on that line, back 1. Now, here comes all the funky angled ones. So the pattern is actually pretty simple. You come back 2, 1, 2, and then go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This guy here comes 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy peasy. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of like an extended knight's move from the game of chess. And so 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need more sea lanterns. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, and we're back, and it's 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And finally this guy. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and looks like 5. Now, in here, I hid away my, what I hope is going to be somebody that can farm. And we're going to need her. It was a him. It's the thing with the texture pack. It's got multiple skins. And because of that, it just grabs one at random each time you come within the area. So the villagers don't always look exactly the same. Alright, so let me see if I can get this and stick one here and here. And with any luck, when this updates, that guy should pop out. I know this because each time I came, see, as soon as I came close, it popped. So the way it's supposed to be working is it's supposed to just be popping like crazy, but it doesn't seem to be doing that, so hopefully it's the game ticks. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And now I've got to plow this entire area, plant it, and put up the glass border so she cannot escape. So let me start tilling. Okay, the last bit of craftiness that I've got to do before I start all the planting and the releasing of the villager is we've got to get the water source in here. So supposedly the villager, he'll come up over here, step up to this, try and throw food to this guy that's in this cell. He'll miss horribly. It'll land in this water here, which we want to be able to go straight down there. Well, we don't want the water to go down. We want it to push the food down there. So what a lot of folks would do is put the water here, but then this guy wouldn't flow. You could actually get away with sticking him in there, but that's not going to work up top. So what I'm going to do is put this guy in here. Okay. And then should just be able to take this guy, drop him. He'll run right across that, and items thrown into this will happily fall off and splash down there, get picked up by that hopper, and stuck into the same hopper chain as the one downstairs that the wheat is collecting in. Okay, so that's it for that guy. Now, what I need to do is I need to get that glass. They want a 2-high ring of glass all the way around. So I gotta go back and apparently make more white glass because that was the end of it, and then plant all this and then release the dog, or well, farmer. Hopefully he'll bust out and start tearing these things up right away. God, I hope so, because he's actually, what was it? Shepherd, yeah, so should be good. Alrighty, be right back. Alright, down here at the nano farm, grabbing some more carrots, and we're going to try and see if we can load up our guy, cut him loose, and get him to start doing some farming. I'm hoping that if we load him up with carrots, that he will start throwing to our target villager sooner rather than later. So let's see what we got here. I should have plop, bing, and that's done. Now cut her loose, and ideally if I push her out here and chuck out one, she's gonna pick it up. Yes, she took it. Okay. Oh, and she planted. And she's starting to plant right away. Ooh, wow. She is not wasting time. Okay. And let's see if we can get some in her path. Okay, good. She picked them up. So she's going to be helping me plant. Oh, throw them in her behind her. Okay, this should get her. think her inventory's full. Double check. Whatever she doesn't pick up, okay, that's mine. Alright, so she's started planning, and I'm gonna start getting these guys laid out. I had already planted about half the field. So, alright, let's get this done, and I'm gonna watch her. See if she starts, once this gets planted, she should start harvesting some of these that are already done. Alright, so as you can see, we're down here in my tree farm. I'm gathering some logs. Let the villagers run in their farms overnight, and came and checked on them this morning, and whoa, I had one double chest and a couple of hopper chains, and it filled them up. Just totally filled them up. So I need to get some more bulk storage going while I get the rest of the system ready. So I needed to get some logs. We're gonna let these this is what we got here. So this is underneath the hoppers. This right here is where the minecart drops off, and then this hopper is where all the carrots and potatoes land, and they'll shoot down, and both of them will aggregate in this chest. And then this hopper will start pulling stuff off that chest, and this is Impulse's overflow controlled item sorter. And what I've got going on here is the items will flow down here, and as they come along, Impulse's item sorter here will pull off seeds and dump the seeds into this guy, which shoves it into this. As soon as that guy gets a signal, this will max it out. It'll go in here. It's a real fast clock, faster than this hopper can push items in. This clock will send items out, and it just spits them right into this little lava puddle, and the items go poof. But as you can see, happiness has ensued. Yeah, they went crazy. This is just 24 hours of just having them run, and if you look, they're backed up all the way into here. So obviously need much more storage. So I'm gonna come over here. Sorry guys, I really need to get Astrovamp on C3 so that you can hear her side. Yeah, I know. I'd have to Alt-Tab out. But yeah, I found a whole bunch of zombies just congregating here, staring up at the villager up there. And so I opened this up because I'm hoping that the zombies will push each other into that lava and just kill each other off. We can hope, right? I had a dream that one day zombies would slaughter zombies and I would not have to lift a finger. Is that wrong? It's probably wrong. Somebody would tell me it's wrong. Alright, so I have gotten really fond epic fail of the 2-in hopper chaining system. Something's not right with that. Alright, so yeah, I like this pattern. Tango came up with this one for his crafting, bulk crafting for brain fart. Yeah, this was for the Moonlight server, originally crafted. It's that way every chest has 2 feeding into it. It's supposed to be make it really fast. I think technically this guy goes there because he draws out of that, goes into there, he goes into that, can also go into that. That one draws into there, and it trickles down. Ultimately, everything winds up in here. So you can see it's coming in here, but if you look, it's going by 2s. So yeah, that's really good and a lot of storage. So this has easily got to be like, well, filled one chest in 3 days, and we got so I should have about 8 days worth of storage there, with the hoppers and everything like that. Ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to take that hopper chain right there, and it's actually going to spit into a water stream. That water stream is going to shoot down here. a couple of items are going to be tapped off of here. I want this to be stocked with potatoes, carrots, and wheat. And you can come here and grow them on demand if you want, or you can just come here and collect them. But then the water stream's going to shoot down past what's now the pig farm here. It's going to have to dodge around the tree farm here. And ultimately, that water stream is just going to come all the way down here, flow into this area over here, where we're going to set up our villager tester. So, and I think one of the things that we've got to get done, now that we've got that bulk storage, and we've got our villagers, and Astrovamp is taking care of Tucker Pups. Oh, he's eating it? Oh, okay. Hungry puppy. 24 hours. But apparently not even that will stand between a dog and his food. Alright, so. Yeah, we gotta gut that villager breeder and turn it into the villager cell. I think we can shut this down. I had a lot of villagers. These villagers I need to test, and then we're going to keep the librarians. The whole goal of this is to have the librarians all lined up, and I'm thinking we're going to want to do it right here. But I'm not going to make a big villager house like this. I'm thinking like more something that reminds you of a strip mall right in here. This right here is the boundary of spawn, and I don't need villagers active all the time, so I'm thinking I'm going to build them right along this line right here. But I've got a lot of entities here. All these horses are unbroken horses. So click on them with something in my hands, they rear up. So all of these need to be broken, and I'm thinking there's no reason for them to be in spawn. They're all grown up, and each tick the AI has to figure out what to do with them. So I've got an area over there where I've been gathering my spruce wood, and I think I'm just going to level it out, and I'm going to cut down all this fencing. This over here, and got the sheep. We'll move the sheep to the far side so that we don't have to listen to them bay all the time. These paddocks were for cows and broken horses and graded horses. I think I can cut all of that down, move those sheep over there, and put those horses out there, freeing up all this area for villager trades. So get all the villagers going right here outside of spawn, just a little two-sided house, right on this part of the horse track. And, ooh, this is the horse track. This is a horse track. What if I arrayed the villagers that have trades in some kind of fashion that made it look like they were in stadiums watching the horse race? Alright, that's food for thought. I'm going to have to think about that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do, hauling horses is terribly boring. Cutting down fences, terribly boring. So I'm going to get them cleared out of here. Clear my inventory, get these cleared out, move all of them over there. I'll show you where they're at, and then yeah, I'm gonna pop back and I'll show you what we got. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, time for a little update. Let's hop on board of Sandstorm and I'll show you what we got. So I got all of the sheep taken care of. We're gonna pass their paddock as we go to the horse paddock that's outside of spawn, and let's go ahead and grab these guys. Come on. Alright, little wiggle, little waggle, and alright, we're off. As you can see, I leveled this area and made the sheep paddock really big and just, basically smoothed out that area of spawn. It's the far side of spawn that I never use, so, or haven't used yet. Those sheep may have to move again if some of the machinery gets big enough and we spend more time over there, but for the time being, nope, it's good deal. Alright, so this is the bridge over to the spruce biome. I'm calling it spruce biome. It's where we get all our spruce wood. I think I lost a horse back there, but that's okay. We'll go back and get them. Yeah, full horses left. Okay, and here's all the horses. And so, let's see. This guy, and this guy. Astrovamp wants one of those white horses. She can come back and get them. Oop. I forgot. Got fence gates right over here. Alright. I'm not going to do it on the horse because for some reason that we've yet to figure out, riding horses puts real serious strain and lag on the server. Sometimes we'll get server utilization as high as like 200%, so bad stuff. Alrighty, so we got these two, 11, 12, 13, and yep, that's the current number of leads. And alright, we'll run back. Zip on in here, and this is well outside of spawn, so for the most part these guys are going to be unloaded unless somebody for some reason needs spruce, and then they come out here to farm spruce. Lumberjacking. If you're out here lumberjacking and night falls, then you can pop in there, but in the meantime all of these guys, hey, get back here, Sandstorm. Oh, no. Oop. All of these guys, hey, where did that lead go? Ah, this lag is killing us. Look, a birdie. Alright. So, there was the horse area that we're going to have. And right over here, this line of cobblestone, I did this. Got back when the server was first lit up because I knew I was going to need to know where spawn was, so I actually went around. There's a canyon right under here. I came back later and filled it all in, so there's 2 layers deep. Ugh, rain. Hate rain. Alright, so let's go put Sandstorm away. This is the area all cleaned up. I just got to chop all that down, and that takes care of that. I'm going to have to clean up this track. And the next stage is going to be doing something with them, but I think that's going to be on our next episode. So we've got that all cleaned up. These guys ready to go. That all built, and they're doing their thing. So we're going to have to put plumbing in eventually. That's going to bring all of the goods over here for these guys, but that's going to be the next one. So, alright. So I think I'm going to have an episode.